Whenever I'm invited to speak on international conferences on interfaith and intercultural dialogue, I always begin a sentence that truly fill my heart with pride. I come from Jordan. I come from the land of Nashama, the land of hospitality, and perhaps most importantly, the land of refuge. Yet Jordan's role extends far beyond offering a refuge. Although geographically a small country, Jordan has succeeded in assuming a leading global role by bridging followers of different faiths closer together. Amid rising tides of division and conflict, Jordan has consistently transformed challenges into opportunities, presenting a unique model of prudence, openness, and deep insight into world affairs. Our country has become known for promoting the voice of wisdom, moderation, tolerance, and acceptance. Through dialogue, humanitarian leadership, and a steadfast commitment to dignity and mutual respect, Jordan has demonstrated that influence is not measured by size, but by vision, values, and the ability to build bridges between people and culture. For decades, people escaping war, persecution, and uncertainty have crossed our borders seeking safety. In my country, they found shelter, dignity, and a human embrace. These qualities are not separated from who Jordanians are. Rather, they reflect our identity and values. Today, many countries focus on the concept of coexistence, a noble and much needed aspiration. Yet, in Jordan, expressions such as coexistence, العيش المشترك أو التعايش المشترك are sometimes received with a degree of hesitation, not because we reject them, but because they do not fully capture our reality or adequately describe who we are. To coexist suggests that different groups have found a way to live side by side despite their differences. But in Jordan, our story goes much deeper. We don't simply live side by side, we live together. We share life. الحياة التشاركية. Our grandparents taught us a simple truth. Religion is a personal relationship between the individual and God. Beyond that, we share the same homeland, the same history, the same traditions and celebrations, and we face the same challenges and aspirations. I remember an interview I conducted in the Vatican City with the late Cardinal Jean-Louis Touran, one of the most respected voices of interreligious dialogues in the modern era. When I asked him about his impression when he first came to Jordan, he said, "You walk together, study together, and work together. This is remarkable." What he considered extraordinary, we considered ordinary. Perhaps that is the secret. Peace is strongest when it becomes ordinary. In Jordan, the Muslim and Christian presence, together with the naturally shared life lived by one people, demonstrate that peace within diversity is possible, and that tolerance can emerge from deeply rooted religious and cultural values. The foundations upon which we build peace in Jordan are authentic and firmly rooted in our society. Christians and Muslims are equal citizens by the law, united in building our nation and committed to serving it responsibly. Our long history of welcoming those fleeing war and conflict, many of whom became part of our communities and our daily lives, reflect our humanitarian values and our belief that peace must be lived before it can be prepared and preached. This reality explains why His Majesty King Abdullah, whenever he speaks on international platforms, proudly refers to my people, the Jordanian people. Because peace is deeply embedded in our social fabric, Jordan has been able to offer the world something desperately needed in times of division. And I'm talking about the three major global initiatives: the Amman Message, A Common Word Between Us and You, and World Interfaith Harmony Week. These are not merely diplomatic initiatives. They are extensions of a lived reality. They emerged from a country that understands that faith should serve as a bridge rather than a barrier, and a source of human dignity rather than division. As a journalist specialized in peace building and interfaith dialogues, I firmly believe that one of the primary responsibilities of journalism is to contribute to social harmony and promoting peace. Peace can't exist without understanding, and understanding can't flourish without dialogue. In a world increasingly marked by polarization, suspicion, and fragmentation, Jordan offers an important lesson of respect and harmony. The Christian presence in Jordan is not viewed as a minority issue, but as an essential component of the country's historical, cultural, and national identity. Protecting this presence is not only a Christian concern, it is also a Muslim, humanitarian, and national responsibility. His Majesty King Abdullah has consistently emphasized that safeguarding the rights and presence of the Arabic Christians is not an act of charity or favor, but essential responsibility in preserving the cultural mosaic and historical identity of the Middle East. As societies around the world become increasingly diverse because of migration and the movement of refugees, they must recognize one fundamental truth. Through interfaith dialogue, they can discover common ground and a mutual understanding. Progress can't be built upon domination. It can only be built upon shared interest, cooperation, and mutual respect. And there is no other solution, in my opinion. Jordan society is not perfect, nor it is free from challenges. Yet, we continue to believe that our differences are not threats to be managed. They are part of a shared national story. And perhaps that is the message I wish to leave with you tonight. Peace is not merely the absence of conflict. It is the presence of trust. It is the ability to recognize yourself in the other. It is the certainty that diversity enriches rather than weakens us. And this is the Jordan I know. This is the Jordan I love. And this is the Jordan I'm always proud to represent before the world. Thank you.